that my life needs to look like somebody else's life. And how do we come to grips with saying this is okay? This is a good life. This is a unique calling, and this is where I can find joy.
Comparisons. So my first thought that came to my head was I have a dear friend who had twins, and in the birthing process, the little boy had the umbilical cord around his neck. It was the midwife made a mistake, which is, I'll just take a little tangent. To me, my son was born with an extra chromosome. He's better than your kids because he's got more chromosomes. Okay. Anyway, but the point is that there's like nothing I could have done. And it just helps me to be more accepting, because this is a gift. This is who God gave us.
Right.
But I know a lot of people who have had their children go into the hospital normal and come out with a disability now. Mm-hmm. And you have to somehow trust God's providence. And, my favorite name for God is Redeemer.
Yeah.
He takes our stuff, even mistakes, and he's able to weave them together and to bring good from them. So, okay, now I'm old. So ask me that question one more time.
Just how can we embrace uniqueness?
Okay. And knowing God, to me, changes the whole picture. To me, I look at John as a gift, because I now see that the most important lessons I've learned and most of the things I'm doing today is a result of having John. And he's clarified, he's taught me what's important. But comparisons is the enemy of vision, I heard somebody say one time. And it was really hard for this friend that I was starting to tell you about she had twins, that one day she looks at her daughter who's beautiful and accomplished, and she looks at her son who's now in his 20s and in a diaper. And that to me is a lot harder. For me, I've looked at John and I'm just grateful for what he can do. If I wanted to start thinking about what he should be doing at age 32, then I get all depressed. But to me, I just think of his pluses. I don't focus on his minuses. But if I had twins, to me, that was the challenge. And somehow she was able to do that. She was able to just embrace the situation. But comparison is tough, and especially when you're in peers. And so another reason to homeschool. So
it's so true. Take away all those standardized tests.
Because this is not just relegated to a special needs child. You're always comparing. If you're in a situation where your kids are in sports and they're in these age segregated classrooms, and they're supposed to be doing this when they're 18, they're supposed to be doing this when they're 22. And I think part of it is the homeschooling mentality is we're training up our children in the way they should go. And we're recognizing that they each have their unique abilities, disabilities, strengths, weaknesses, and we just want God's will for their life. And